That was great! That's great! I'll do that all day. A lot of people wanted to see a second one. Many people in the street have come up and said, you know, when are you going to do another one?
We always felt that if the first one performed well enough, that we would make a second. But for the second, we decided that to bring it to America. But we wanted to keep that specialness that we had in the south of France, sort of a fantasy paradise. So that's why we decided to shoot here in Miami.
Good afternoon, Jack.
Can we play the game now?
I should think your brain would be too tired after a whole day of school.
You're just afraid I'll win.
Hunter plays my son in the movie, and Jack, and he's this adorable little boy who, you know, he's a little boy, you know, he didn't want to be there half the time. He wanted to like go and do what kids do. And so I got to be, you know, besides the fact that I play his mother in the movie, I acted like his mother.
Keep your snacks in the kitchen, sweetie.
Hey Frank, you're pretty cool for a grown-up.
Well, that's the ultimate compliment, I guess.
Guess it is.
It's too bad you can't stay on after Tony gets back.
This was a favor. I don't usually do this kind of a job. The only thing he knows is how to transport, and that's what he does. Obviously, he's a chauffeur to this kid, but he's not really transporting. So it's kind of, he's probably a little bit soul-searching, reflecting on what he's going to do next.
Well, I thought you were a professional driver.
A different kind of driving.
1, 2, 3.
Yes, there's a lot more action, but even more than the action, there's a lot more story in this second transporter. What was he going to do? Was he going to continue to be a transporter or not? So when we see him here in Miami, we don't really know what he's doing.
Hate shots.
Number one, there's no guarantee you're getting a shot. So there's no sense in getting all worked up over something that might not happen. Number two, even if you do get a shot, what is the absolute worst thing about getting one?
Hurts.
And in fact, it seems as if he's sort of taken a break to try to figure things out, take a job just driving for these people. But of course, it ends up being more than that.
Ready, and action.
Come on.
Good morning. How can I help you?
Jack Billings to see Dr. Copeland.
I'm sorry, he's out sick today. He'll be seeing Dr. Tyberg.
Hey! I'm Dr. Tyberg.
My name in the film is Dmitri. I'm a Russian scientist, and my job in the film is to make Jason Statham's life as difficult as possible.
Right?
That was not me, son.
No. Put your hand here and make sure your face is turned to the camera. Okay, ready? And action. Yeah.
3, 2, 1, go!
Look at me. You remember my promise?
Good. See it? That's it, playback, please.
All right, let's bring in another, do we have another IMAX? Yeah, we do. Let's bring that in.
I think he has great vision, he has great style. He knows what looks good, what looks modern, and I feel like he was on my side, taking good care of me.
It's good to have a sort of a parallel with the director. You know, it gives you a lot of room to play and mess around and have some fun, as well as do something productive.
Most takes that I've done on this film, the most important thing for me was to make Lulu laugh. Whether it's right for the character or right for the film, I'm not sure, but if Lulu laughed, then I went home happy.
Arrête.
Ready, and fight!
We really have, I believe, a very thorough story. And the characters around Frank Martin are very well developed.
John is, well, he's the mean guy. He's the mean guy. I don't know why they choose me, but I'm playing the mean guy here. He's an Italian. He's living in Miami. He works for the Cartello de Medellin. So he earns a lot of money. He has a beautiful Lamborghini. He has private helicopters, private airplanes, as you can see. And I've always been playing the good guys, so the romantic hero or historic characters. And this is my first chance to play such a character. So I'm putting in it all I was preparing since 20 years, so I have a lot of things to put in it.
Lola is crazy. She doesn't care whether she lives or dies. I think she has a lot going on in her head.
She plays my girlfriend, Lola, in the movie, and it's her first movie. And she was scared at the beginning, but after 2 or 3 days, I saw her fighting like Mr. Schwarzenegger. She really got into the character. I mean, she's so beautiful, this is my wife. I mean, as soon as I speak of other women, no, it's not, this is a message.
That's when I felt most involved in my character as Lola. And not a lot of people were around because you couldn't be in the fire. It's dangerous. And so I really felt like I was Lola that week.
Frank, I'm here.
Hey, who the fuck are you?
I'm the cook.
Au départ, dans le premier, moi j'étais un flic, voilà, plutôt sympathique, avec ce mec là, le transporteur Franck. Et puis là, finalement, on est devenus copains puisqu'il m'invite à Miami. Et ce qui est drôle, c'est que je ne vais jamais voir Miami.
Oh, you know, I've heard the fish down here is fantastic. I could make us a bouillabaisse. Yeah. You like bouillabaisse, Frank? No? Okay.
I guess we can't have everything we wish for, can we?
I guess we can have.
Say cannot.
Or can we?
No, we can't.
No, we can't.
There's nothing more refreshing than sitting around and having a good giggle on set.
See what we have to deal with every day?
I like him.
No, he doesn't respond well to compliments. He likes to, he likes to have a bit of fun.
Working with him is like going to the dentist. It's the same pleasure.
J'ai plus de voix, je suis cassé.
Now here's a satellite image of Hurricane Francis as it continues to move over the central Bahamas. On San Salvador, they've had a wind reported now, sustained wind of 114 miles per hour.
They say winds are like 145 miles an hour. It's supposed to hit the Bahamas tonight or tomorrow morning.
This will be a disaster. I mean, it's going to be a major storm.
We're being evacuated. This is our 4th hurricane to hit.
And if we are shut down tomorrow and the next day, we will have been shut down on this movie 8 days.
So where we're going to go if this is as big as up New York?
had to close the whole thing down. It's quite frustrating because a lot of the time you just want to get the movie done, and you know this cuts into the luxury of time, and we didn't have a lot of time anyway.
What do you mean you can't find him? He's one man in one car. He's a chauffeur, for Christ's sake!
Not exactly, sir. Not exactly. We think there's a possibility that he may be in on it.
How would you know? Huh? He's been working here for a month. He could have been setting this up the whole time and you wouldn't have known any different.
Oh, and you are such an expert on knowing people. You didn't even know what sport your own son played.
His background.
It was a dream come true to work with Matthew Modine. He is one of the most gifted actors I think I've ever seen, and definitely worked with.
He's ex-Special Forces. Head an elite commando unit for 5 years, specialized in search and destroy. He's a hunter. He's been in and out of Lebanon, Syria, Sudan.
I don't care where he's been from. I don't care what he's been in and out of. This is an American city. It's not a war zone. Where's my son?
Their relationship was very clear from relating to them, so I didn't have to pretend like it's something that it ain't. I could just be here with them in this room, and the atmosphere that Louis set up, it just gave us the permission to behave and not have to act.
I don't care what you think.
No?
Let's pay the fucking ransom and get my son back.
Hey, who's wearing the pants here?
I am, obviously.
Whoop-de-doo.
It's Frank. Please don't hang up. Pretend it's someone else.
Hi, Susan. No, I'm just here at home.
I didn't do it, Audrey. She had a gun on Jack. I had no choice. It's more than a kidnapping. The doctors, they were fake. They were trying to give Jack a shot. Audrey, I promised Jack I wouldn't let anyone hurt him. I'm not gonna break that promise.
我覺得都係一個最緊要跑出嚟，大家有個共識咗，同埋大家好清楚呢場嘅呢一場嘅拍幾耐。
This is where they're working out exactly what's possible and what's not.
'Corey has a very interesting way of demonstrating to the crew what he's going to shoot. We will go out and actually videotape our entire fight sequence.
做呢樣嘢就拍咗出嚟，大家去睇，咦？你覺得點啊？佢覺得我嘅性格覺得呢樣仲差啲。
It's easier for everybody to bring their element of expertise to the film when we are actually shooting it.
It's almost like a moving storyboard. Right. You can seamlessly see how the whole routine's going to play, which are the quick pieces, and if anything's worth taking out, they do that.
咁咪我覺得咁就會大家嗰個默契就會多啲，好過大家口講喂。
It's an amazing tool for us to get a whole sense of the tempo, the intentions of what's got to be, done and what hasn't. Oh, it's brilliant. It would be very interesting to see. Corey Ewan.
覺得佢比《Transporter One》嘅動作個發揮力空間越嚟越犀利，我感覺係咁樣。好中意，好開心，好似好開心去拍一場動作。我覺得咩嘢你一到開心咧，咁動作就會好好多。
So we will always wait for cut, which is obviously once he slides over and where he's out of the shot, and unless we see there's fire. If there's for any reason there's fire, you guys should be ready. When I say ready, you should have hoses pumped up. You should have something that can get down to there.
After they say cut, we can come look.
Yeah. When they say cut, you'll see Artie, Alex, and myself. We'll go into the boxes and see if he's all right. If there's a fire, you'll be watching. We'll just call you in. If not, we'll just be going. Everything's okay, and we'll just settle down, get him out, and then work on moving the car out.
All right, let's do it.
I mean, let's just stand by in case you never know.
We really do everything that we did. Yeah, it's a little highlighted maybe by a few visual effects because it has to be, but you know, these guys are really fighting each other. The cars are really doing what they're doing. There's virtually no visual effects in the film.
Cab, police, Audi. Audi. You hit here, and police hit cab.
All right, got it. So,
les petites voitures servent à ce que tout le monde comprenne bien ce qui va se passer, dans quel sens vont les uns, dans quel sens vont les autres. Et comme ça, personne n'est surpris. Cabs
coming this way. It's already, they're overtaking the cab.
I want to do everything on camera rather than revert to the luxuries of CG.
And that's what we really went for in this film is, since Jason can really do these things, since he's very athletic, since he's a great driver, is to put him in situations where the audience knows that this guy is really doing it.
I think people think he's so serious because of his characters, and he's really not.
You can really see from working with him on the movie that he's never satisfied. He always wants to do another take, he always wants to train more, he always wants to rehearse more.
I was surprised that he was as good as he was, that he's as good at what he does.
1, 2, 3.
Watching him do the fight scenes is like watching a dancer. I was pleasantly surprised by him and his abilities to act and to also do all the technical maneuvering with the stunts and stuff.
He has a great power in his hands, which is an immediate sense of, you immediately love him. I mean, you immediately feel he's the hero. You want him to win.
Don't move.
Oh, Mr. Driver.
Oh boy, we're into tomorrow.
Oh, that's not my problem. I was hired to do a job. I did the job, like you. Just my pay is better. My hair, my suit too.
Only the fact that you can think about a scene like the one we were shooting in this airplane, for example, where the airplane turns 360 degrees and we start fighting on the sides of the airplane and then on the ceiling. It's already difficult for me to imagine such a scene. And to rehearse it, it's very easy for Corey, so I'm astonished. I mean, it's, you know, he's considered one of the best in the world to do that, so that's not the case. I mean, I agree. Now I know it's true.
Almost finished. It's almost finished. The movie is almost over.
That's sad.
Can they go higher with Flacco? I don't know the answer.
Lulu is mad.
This is where you go.
Much faster, he said. I can't go fast.
3, 2, 1, go!